Hi guys, I'm Ezelle from the upcoming Lovely to
Hello.
Me, and
Hello.
congratulations on this series.
Thank you. Cheers.
So perhaps you could start by giving us a little bit of an introduction to what Stag series is all about. What can viewers expect when they step into this?
It's a dark comedy horror thriller that takes 8 friends on a stag do abroad to South America, and on returning back to England, their lives drastically change forever when they're sent to prison.
And in terms of what to expect, I think that's what's so great about the show is absolutely nothing. You cannot expect, you cannot predict what's going to happen in this. It's an absolute roller coaster. It's a wild...
It's a wild ride, isn't it? Yeah, just constantly evolving and changing, and characters that you thought were lovely people, just all of a sudden, you're like, oh, that's a different side. The shadow side starts to come out, doesn't it?
Yeah. A lot of fun.
Nico, obviously for you, what was it about the character that kind of appealed to you? Because obviously you played the groom in this. So what was it that specifically you saw in the script and you thought, you know what, I want to take this on board?
I think as soon as I read the script, Daniel's writing just stood out to me. Like, it was exciting, it was refreshing, it was new and original. I think we read so many scripts here, there and everywhere, and when something lights up your eyes instantly, you know it has something. And then there was the character Stu, who was like going through all these kind of internal feelings about who he is and where he wants to be in the world, and it felt like a real challenge to play somebody that has so much going on, but yet he's still trying to keep his head above the water and navigate this like otherworldly situation. So, I mean, besides it being so much fun and sounding like a real laugh, it was testing and challenging and pretty hard work, wasn't it?
And Paul, you play Hugo. I mean, we've had like Bridesmaids, The Hangover. I mean, these have just like been the most brilliant films, about stag and Hindus going wrong. And obviously, this is the same. Extends over 6 individual episodes. You really delve into your character as well. What was it about Hugo that you liked playing?
I think for me, what made Hugo particularly interesting is the culture difference that I like to explore. I'm half English, half French, so it's something that I've definitely felt growing up. I've always grown up in London, but I went to a French school, so I never really knew where I belonged, and I had to learn about different, my 2 different cultures. And being able to explore that on this show was really interesting for me, to bring that different point of view of the stag and what a stag is, and those relationships that they have. That was a lot of fun.
And everyone really stands out in their individual character. You look around and everyone's so unique and has such a different energy and vibe to them. Yeah, and it's beautiful because you're like, oh, that's there, and then,
Yeah.
And I think the theme of friendship is really brought to the forefront in this. And what's it like then working with such a brilliant ensemble cast with like Charlie Cooper, Jojo Macquarie, all these amazing characters?
Oh, it's been a dream, hasn't it? Yeah.
It really was.
You read the script and the script is brilliant, and then you get these incredible actors turn up and they bring their own ideas, they bring, different things, and it just takes it right off the page. And we were saying there's one time we were looking around and everybody was so suited to the character. It was kind of it was a bit strange, really.
And we really came together as a group, I felt. We really did, and I felt completely supported by everyone and vice versa. It was a lovely dynamic, really.
Oh, it must have obviously been a lot of fun to film. So are there any kind of memorable moments on set for you guys?
We'd be in the sea in the morning. We'd be doing like a nice kind of cold water because the sea wasn't warm particularly, was it? So we'd have like a nice early morning dip, and then we'd have a bit of breakfast together, and then go to set. And it was really wholesome, I thought, until.
No, it's definitely a word I'd use to describe.
Until the mock stag do, which that kind of we had this bonding session, I suppose. After 2 weeks of filming, we decided to go to South Tenerife and have a bit of a crazy night out. And
For character development.
for character
sure,
development,
yeah.
of course.
Professionally.
No drinking. It was all non-alcoholic,
Yeah.
and it was all acting. But yeah, from day one, everyone was just like a tight-knit group, and yeah, everyone was so right for the parts. And, yeah.
And aside, obviously, from the writing from Daniel Cunningham, you've got David Carr in the director's seat. And what's he like on set?
It's amazing.
So sweet, isn't he? He's such a lovely. He's a wonderful human being.
Wonderful
I love
actor,
him.
yeah, wonderful guy. Just so sensitive with direction and so open to the actor for adding things and playing around and giving him options, which was great for us, especially in the earlier episodes where we're finding it still and we're trying different things, and just a sweet human being and a great director.
It extends to. We were so lucky in that sense that extends to every crew member and every cast member. It really was the loveliest set to be around.
Did they give you a bit of room for improvisation as well with that script as well? Because obviously as the story evolves, you're kind of bouncing off each other, and it's obviously very humorous as well. So was there a little bit of room for that in this
I feel
series?
as the show evolved, then we had more room. Each episode we were given, I think, more space.
We'd lived in it a bit more, hadn't
exactly.
we? So
there was more trust there in knowing what we were doing.
Yeah.
And
There's always the thing of like not wanting to change the writer's work as well, though, and be like, because they've written it there for a reason,
Exactly.
so try and make that work.
Yes.
If things need to be added to kind of fill certain moments and beats, then we can,
particularly for this script, because as you said earlier, the writing is so fantastic in it that you didn't want to do it a disservice by going on your in your own tangent there. But
everything was there, really.
Yeah.
Everything was there that we needed to,
Yeah.
in order to perform the conversations. Yeah.
Well, guys, I loved it. Thank you so much
Oh,
for
thank
speaking
you.
to me.
Thank you
It's
very
brilliant.
much.
I'm sure everyone will love it as much as I did. Thank you so much. Very
Thank you so
funny.
much.